Hey y'all, welcome back to Nini's Texas Kitchen. Today we're gonna make something that I found online, and it's actually it's a British recipe, and it's called a Bakewell Tart. Of course I'm from Texas, so I have to make it my own. Bakewell Tarts normally have raspberry jam in them, but I'm gonna use strawberry jam because I like strawberries better than raspberries. So that's the Texas in me coming out. I'm gonna make it the way I think I would like it better. So anyway, what you have to do for this particular pie recipe is you need a 9-inch pre-baked pie crust. So I've already got the pie crust here and it's already baked. So the next step is you need to take 3 to 4 tablespoons of jam. So I've got my strawberry jam here, and I stirred it up just to make it a little bit easier to spread. And you just take it and you put it in the bottom of the pie crust that's baked, and you just spread it out evenly over the pie crust, like so, all across the bottom, like that. And then I'm going to make the rest of the filling. So the rest of the filling involves, I have 1 stick of butter plus 1 tablespoon of butter in my saucepan over there. I have 125 grams of granulated sugar, which is about 3/4 of a cup. And then I have 125 grams of almond flour, which is about 1 cup of almond flour. I have 1 egg beaten and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then I have about 1/2 cup of shaved almonds, like almond slivers, that will go on top. So this part is, it's about 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar, and I'll add just a little bit of water to it later after our pie has baked, and we spread that over the top like a little icing that goes on the top, a glaze that goes over the top of the tart. So first thing we need to do is melt our butter. I have the oven preheated to 400 degrees. So I'm just going to quickly melt this butter. It's already softened, so it shouldn't take long for it to melt. Once this melts completely, then I'll remove it from the heat and we add all of our other ingredients in there. I mean, this is really, really a simple pie recipe. I made my own pie crust, but if you want to buy one of the pre-made ones at the store, you can do that and just bake it and then do the rest of this recipe. It's super simple, but yummy. Just melting our butter. It's almost completely melted already. You don't want it to brown or, anything like that. This isn't brown butter. You just want to melt it completely in your pan. All right, and it is melted. So now we just come back over here. The next step is you add your sugar and mix that up. That's why you wear an apron. So I just flung a little bit of it out on me. All right. Okay, let me get a washcloth and wipe that counter off. I always like to clean as I go. All right. Now, Now I'm going to add my ground almond. That's this. You just want to mix it up good. Now we add in our egg, and it's 1 egg beaten that goes in it. Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. It called, the original recipe called for 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, but instead of using the almond extract, I'm going to use the 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So if you want to use the almond extract, you can. This is just the way that I want to make it this time. All right, that is the almond part. Now, this is normally called frangipane or something like that, but I'm not French, so it's just my almond filling. So now I'm going to pour it over the top of the jam, and then I'll spread it out. A mess. Okay, so just make sure you spread it out evenly over your jam, like so. Okay, now you take your 1/2 cup of almond shavings and sprinkle them over the top. And then after it bakes, we will drizzle the top with the icing. All right, so now what we need to do is just put it in our oven, the 400-degree oven, for about 35 minutes. And then we'll glaze it as soon as it comes out. So we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, y'all, our pie has come out of the oven. So now we're gonna make our glaze. And I probably could took it out 5 minutes early, but it'll be okay. It'll still taste good. So now I've got 2 teaspoons of water to go with my 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. And it just makes the light glaze to go over the top. So I'm just going to start out with a little bit of the water and stir it up really good. Like so. I don't want to put too much water in. If you got little chunks, you can either sift the powdered sugar before you do it, or you can smash them like this after you mix it together. It's just to add a little extra sweetness on top of the roasted almonds. So now we're just going to drizzle it all across the top. And that is our Bakewell Tart with strawberry jam. So it needs to cool a little bit longer. That's why I'm not going to cut a piece right now. But after a while, when I cut a piece, I'll just post a picture in the community section of my page for you guys. So if you liked my video making Bakewell Tart Texas style, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel by hitting that subscribe button. Hit that bell button, making sure that you get notifications when I post a new video. Please go back and watch my other videos. And I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see y'all next time in Nene's Texas Kitchen.